Alright, what up? This is day 24, bankroll challenge, 52,000. We are at $316.10 from our original deposit of $50. Gonna place 2 tables 6-handed. And if one table seems tighter than the other, then we will leave that table and find another table. Because we want to play with loose players, right? We want to play with players that our we want to play with players that play a lot of pots, pretty much, right? So, only way to do that is by getting this bad boy out. There we go. Alright, okay, so we got 4 deuces over here, 6-5 suited. Alright, run the small blind, 8 more cents, why not? Let's see a flop. Wrong suit. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. Sorry, I'm doing too much. Okay, ready. There we go. Alright, so the first 20-30 hands, we should know exactly who's loose, who's playing tight, and if 4 out of the 6 players are in the red, which means their VPIP is high and they're playing a lot of hands, then we're going to stick at that table. But if we see a bunch of green on the VPIP, we're going to switch tables because we do not want to play with tight players. Because they're doing the same thing we're trying to do. And we don't want to play with them. Waiting for... How come it didn't go through is what I want to know. I've already had 2 hands. No. Okay, we're going to have to try this one more time. There we go. Now we're getting stats. Now we're getting stats. I was wondering where they were. 8-4 suited. We have a guy short stacked to the left of us, so I'm gonna go ahead and just fold, just because he's short stacked. I don't want to get in a all-in pot with 8-5 suited. Sucks when you have short stacks to your left, but I guess it's not as bad as having big stacks to your left. So when you have a big hand, it's good. 10-8 off. We're gonna go ahead and fold that. Fold the deuce 4. Time to close that. With ace jack, we're gonna go ahead and raise that to about 30 cents. We have 2 callers, so we want to try to go at least heads up. We don't want to get too many callers, or at least take it down pre-flop. What, do you need to use my car? What time do they close at? What time does close at? I'm trying to figure out right now. Oh shit, he raised it. Let's see. Okay, since I just started, I have no stats on this guy. I have no idea what he's about. I'm gonna have to fold, I feel like. I'm gonna have to fold. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fold. Even though I am in position. He might be just bullying me because he has, a big stack, but, I want to get the feel of the player. It's all about getting the feel of him.
Oh my god, why are you watching this from? This is my show.
I put it on for you. It's the old one. Let's go ahead and reload.
What?
Huh? Oh no, I was talking to myself.
I don't know what you're saying.
Oh, nothing, nothing. I swear these are the slowest players online.
We're slow.
Why do you have your mods? Jack 4, everyone. So what? They're not.
Maybe they're helping a little.
What about the Gabs? Remember? The Dabs. That's what they're for.
No, I haven't been taking it.
Take 2. I've been fine all day. I took 4.
You took more than 4 of these.
No, I know, but I didn't take. No way I was going to at that point. I was like perfect. Anymore, I would have been gone. Like past, yeah. I saved those. There was no way I was going to take those. I would have been sleepy, and I did not want that to happen. It's already won. Well, It's not. It hasn't like worn off, but like I feel so relaxed. I'm chilling. Okay, ace three suited on the left. And just check it, see a flop or not. Eight five off. Gonna fold that. So everyone seems to be playing. These two seem to play pretty solid. On the left, players 1 and 2. Player 3 is a little loose, but it's still early. He's only 5 hands in. And I'm just gonna fold that. Maybe I should have called. Yeah, and that's what you gotta call. It's only what, 3 cents? It's a dumb fold. Already committed 2 cents. Why not call an extra 3 and see a flop with a suited hand? In that spot, I guess you want to call any suited hands when you're limping in. Also on the big blind, when you have any type of suited hand, like mainly suited connectors or ace X suited, king X suited, but maybe like king 9 would be like top of the king 10, king 9 top of the range. You want to call maybe a raise. Okay, we'll go back over here, for example, 6-9 suited, 5 cents more. Why not see a flop? Now we got king queen on the left. We're gonna go ahead and raise it. Okay, so we got checked. We're gonna go ahead and bet and see where we stand. I'm gonna make a pretty decent bet, 3/4 of the pot, and everyone calls, of course. And I'm gonna have to check it just because that 7 scares me. I'm gonna go ahead and see bet over here on the left. On ignition or pretty much any poker game, you always want to see bet because you're bound to take it down the majority of the time. It's one thing I've learned is to see bet the flop if you raised pre-flop. Pocket deuces. Let's go ahead and raise it up. Try to just take it down pre-flop. Oh shit! But yeah, I saw this VPIP. It's at 65%, 55%. Sorry. King 8. Let's raise it up. We're playing. It's like short-handed, so King 8 is pretty good there on the button. Short-handed. When you're playing short-handed, the value of your cards go up a little higher, so you gotta play them pretty aggressive. Okay, we got ace queen here. We're not gonna let anyone see if Reflop. I'm gonna go ahead and raise it up. They're gonna start getting annoyed eventually, and I'm gonna have it. I know. I'm gonna go ahead and see that, and I take it down. Simple game. As long as you do the right things, it's a simple game. Try not to overplay your hands. Try not to be overly aggressive. Try to, if you have a HUD, pay attention to your player's stats. I mean, there's a lot of things you gotta do. You want to pick up on certain tendencies. Are they passive? Are they, tight, aggressive? Are they solid? Are they nits? Do they only play the best hands where you can take advantage of them? And the reason why I say you can take advantage of nits is because usually nits are obviously playing the best hands. But, for example, if they're playing like ace king, ace queen type of hands, the majority of the time they're not going to hit the flop. So I feel like I can outplay them. I have my post flop game is pretty on point. I feel like I can outplay these guys post flop. And we got ace 10 on the left. He limps in. There's a lot of limping in it. I'm going to go ahead and raise it again. These guys love to limp. But we're not going to let them in cheaply. No discounts. Pay to see the flop. Okay, now with 2 players in, it's a lot more difficult to c-bet. Just because, there's 2 players. Now, 1 player, you could go ahead and c-bet. Here in this spot, let me see. I'm thinking of floating and seeing what comes on the churn. Because any spade, maybe 8, a queen. I have a lot of backdoor draws, so I'm going to go ahead and call and see what the churn comes, and then we'll play from there. And it's a 5, which is not a good card. But if he checks it, I'm going to... no, he's going to fold. He's got it. But most people don't pay attention to backdoor draws. Backdoor draws are actually very important. Not as I mean, pot limit Omaha, they're very important, but no limit hold'em is semi important. Next door neighbor. But I've won a lot of money with my backdoor draws. So, babe, do you want me to take you to Kohl's? We can go to Kohl's. You gotta get ready quick though.
No.
Why? Huh? What?
Ordering online.
You're ordering something online? Mm-hmm. It's gonna take forever to get here. We can just go there and get it. You pick it up tomorrow at Kohl's? What are you getting? Huh?
I'm looking for a duvet for
What about the thing we were gonna get for this?
What they just
Oh, sorry. What's it called?
duvet.
Oh, dude, I've never heard of that. I don't know those fancy words. Let's see. Fuck, man. Did he just get there with the king? I can't call that. Even though he's playing pretty loose. Could I call that? 7 deuce over here. I'm gonna check. 8 5 6 king. Is he bluffing me? You know what? I want to know how he's playing. I just want to get a. Oh my god, yeah, the king. Yep, gonna happen. It's okay. The king got there. He's calling me the whole way with a pair of deuces. That tells you how bad these players are. It's good to get information like that too. Sometimes it's good to pay them off if it's very cheap, because that gives you information on how they're playing. And for example, you saw right there, he had king deuce. He was calling me the whole way with just a pair of deuces, calling me light. So that just means in the long run, they're actually not going to make much money doing that. And they're going to go broke. So I am just going to stick to my plan. I'm going to play tight while everyone plays loose. And I'm going to, let's say I have ace king and the board comes like king 7 deuce or some shit. And we're at 35 cents. I'm going to bet at least 30 cents. Because they will call. I'm going to be betting pot. At these stakes, they're so bad that they don't really think much about, pot odds. They're not really thinking about, what I have. They're pretty much thinking at a level 1, which is what they have in their hands, when there's a lot of variation to this game. So in the end, I'm going to come out on top just because I know what's going on. Okay, so I made around 31 cents. Okay, so we're up against the same guy. We're going to go ahead and see bet it again, and he's going to fold it this time.
This number on is tighter.
Oh, ace queen. I'm going to go ahead and raise it up. Ace jack over here. Ooh, let's see, he's at 29. He's stealing. He folds to a steal 1 out of 1, 100% of the time. So we're going to go ahead and 3-bet it right here to about 265, make it 50 cents each. There it is. See, he's folding about 100% of the time. Player 2, that's what stats are for. You can't really go off your stats, but it does help a little bit to understand. So that, let's say if he did call, well then you know right away, okay, he's got to have some type of hand. Some type of decent hand. You can't just assume, oh, he's just calling for the hell of it. Jack 8 suited, I'm going to fold under the gun. It's early position. Got too many players behind me. 5-8, we're going to go ahead and fold that. I want to call. 3-8, we're going to fold. Babe, are you sure you don't want to go to Coles and get out for a minute? Let's go for a cruise. You don't want to go for a cruise with me? Let's go bumping. King 5. I'm just gonna go for. You don't want to go bump some music? Go to the goals. Go for a cruise. Buy something. Buy whatever we need for the bedroom. You want to go online shopping? Queen 8. I'm just gonna fold it. He only has 76 cents. I'm not gonna fucking get involved with someone that's short stacked. I'm trying to stack players. And pocket deuces, we're gonna go ahead and raise. 9-5, we're gonna fold. Most people on this site would limp with pocket deuces, which is really bad because people will also isolate. And this guy's seeing 40% of his hands out of 10, or 40% out of 10 hands, which is pretty high. So we're going to go ahead and see bet. And he calls, okay. So he must have a little piece of that. Ooh, that's the card we need.
I haven't shared my fucking Snapchats as years.
Yeah, a bunch of dick pics. It's a joke. I'm gonna go ahead and make it like 75 cents.
Yeah, we should have kept that one.
Oh, what was that? You want to take a stroll with me or what? We can to the mall. Let's get high. So what's up? You want to stroll with me? We in control. Was that a Snapchat? For me? It had to have been. Who else is gonna play that music? You wanna get high with me? Well, that's right. You wanna get inside with me? Then that's right. Wanna take a stroll with me? Well, that's right. You wanna go to the mall with me? Well, let's ride. So what's going on, baby? Come on. The Kings are my team. All the way. There it is. LA all the way. Meow. I don't get that. Stupid.
We're gonna have a horse picture we can't put on the wall.
Yeah, we can. You want to put it up? Put it up. But I don't know. We can't really use. If you have something that we can stick it on, but is it gonna hang on? We can't. I don't want to put holes on the wall. Unless we can put like maybe. How many holes is it gonna take to hold that up? Like 2?
I literally put 2 push pins.
Yeah. Okay, that's nothing. I guess we could do that. I guess we can make our room your room.
No, I'm not okay.
I'm just kidding. I don't care. You know, I was thinking that we should put that Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant framed. What is going on here? Glitch. We should put the Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan, the one where they're up against each other. That's the one we have to put up. We got Cowboys, baby. So what do? We're gonna raise it up. We got the Kid Rocks, and you can kick rocks. Come on, call. Someone just call. I never get callers with my big hands ever. God, and when I do, I have kings and they have aces. Fucking hurts. It's the worst. Okay, here in this spot, we're just gonna go ahead and lamp ace three suited. You do want to play your ace X suited cards. Those are pretty valuable because you want to hit the nuts, right? So limping with ace X suited cards is okay if everyone else is doing it, but there's always one guy that's gonna spoil the party, right? Always one motherfucker that's gonna fucking raise it up. But I have position on him, so I'm gonna go ahead and call. My plan is to outplay him, but due to the fact that I did flop two aces, we are gonna go with it. This is for all of you out there. We're gonna go with it. He raised, so we have about 12 outs. We have 9 diamonds and 3 aces, which means 12 outs. And this hand in over here too. We flopped the. I just for some reason I don't believe him. I think he was just trying to ruin the party. Everyone limping, he just wanted to take down the blinds, and that was what happened. Okay, so we have King 10. We're gonna go ahead and keep betting. Aggression. How about aggression?